Hey, we got Drewz Viewz here back for a little Anime Monday, reacting to anime on Monday. And today we're back. The boys are back in town, in the school, in the dueling arena,
In purgatory.
in purgatory, in the place where the real people are, but everything outside is an illusion or an abstraction. It's, of course, our girl Utena, the revolutionary one herself. RGU episode. What are we on right now, Eric? I think we were on episode 30, the big 3-0.
We are.
Wow.
I searched for 29. We've already seen 29.
Yes, we have. And that one was called Azure Paler Than the Sky. And of course, that was your main girl, Jury. Her potentially kind of wrap up on her storyline, it seemed like, or at least her personal kind of character arc.
Funny you should say that, because what I'm hoping for today is a third Jury episode in a row, but who knows?
I have a feeling that is going to be not the case, but they do throw curveballs at us sometimes. I mean, this episode is called The Barefoot Girl. I feel like Jury's always, she doesn't let those feet. She's rocking some fencing slippers or whatever those would be, or some fancy, shoes. I don't think she's going around barefoot, is what I'm saying. So I don't think this is about the titular Barefoot Girl, at least. But who is it?
I wouldn't imagine. Well, who's the most fan service ready character? Because that's what I assume they mean by barefoot. You know how people are with that shit.
Yeah.
No.
Could be.
It's probably just going to be another goddamn Nanami episode.
Oh, yeah, that's always a good possibility. Never bet against that. Never bet against the house. Yeah, could it be an allusion to, like, a young, maybe it's a flashback or something? Because, like, the Barefoot Girl, that kind of conjures the image of, like, a kid, maybe.
Maybe a child hiding behind your tombstone. Shout out to Slothroth. Yeah, maybe it's a flashback episode, maybe. But we already kind of got resolution on that flashback, right? Or I guess we don't know who the actual prince was, but we definitely have seen that moment through Toga's eyes.
Yeah, and we pretty much know it was Akio, right? Didn't he essentially
We know that it was Akio.
Didn't he essentially admit
Which
to
is...
it? Or there was some way we knew, right?
Okay, yeah, I remember that you seemed sure it was Akio. When you just said it again now, I have my concerns about that theory, because we've seen Akio talking to the lifeless seeming body of the actual prince that comes down in the animation when she's about to win the duel, right?
Well, so it seems like Akio is like the devil. He basically said that he is, right? We know that.
Yes, he did.
Or maybe he's like...
He said he's the devil and he's here to do the devil's work.
Maybe he's like impersonating the real prince and leading her down the wrong path, sort of thing.
Maybe he's the literal prince of lies in that he is lying.
Yeah. Well, we want to get into the episode. I will just... I'll just backtrack real quickly to the last one, though, the Jerry episode, because we got a nice comment here on the last one about from someone named Fondu. This person seems to be after your own heart here, Eric. They have what looks
saw that one.
You know what? I thought it was a cat, but it's not actually a cat in their picture there. It's a corgi or something. So or a Shinu.
At that point, you might have just gotten suspicious that I.
That's what I was about. I was going down that way, but I guess not. You wouldn't have that. But they said it's one of their favorite episodes. I won't read the whole comment, but they said it's one of their favorite episodes, and they're trying to because we were kind of questioning at the end of last time. Were they talking about Ruka, who is the guy from the last two?
Yeah,
and being about Jury, and is confirming that essentially that's indication there. And they point out, the camera was like on their, on her face. Like it seems clear, I guess. They're saying Ruga is doing the I don't care how horrible I am as long as I can save you, quote unquote, type of deal. So it kind of seemed to be
a classic.
What it was, and they say, but his love, even though he's like not a good guy, anyway. They thought it interesting that it seems like his love is real as opposed to Shiori's, because he's like chooses to be the bride for her because he thinks that'll be the better way for her to actually win, get her miracles. So
I didn't pick up on that when I was reading the comments. So they're saying, like, I'm wrong about it just being, like, my passion to get this, like, W is enough. They're saying he actually loved Juri. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
And then implying that Shiori does not, which I think that's pretty clear. But even though she was going back to her at the end. And then they say the shattering of the locket could mean a few things based on the rest of the episode. But don't elaborate on that. So that is interesting. I would be interested to know what you think it meant. Vandu, you want to let us know a couple of more thoughts. But yeah, thanks for commenting as usual, everyone who does. And continue to do so. But I think it's time to get into the Barefoot Girl. Let's do it. There's Wakaba.
She's not wrong.
You say she's not wrong or he's not wrong?
She's not wrong.
I was about to say.
So it is a flashback episode.
Seems like it might be.
Okay, if you literally kissed one of your eyelids, that's
Yeah.
not your first kiss, girl. Come on, man. This was before Bake Off.
He probably underbaked it anyway.
Definitely, definitely.
味は保証できませんが
すごい秋代さんってなんそれはさっき言ったよ
は食べてみてからにしてください
だって
Classic
ケーキに焼け
future.
る男の人なんて珍しいですよ
That's how easy it is for us guys. The bar is low.
もうフィアンセがいるんだ好きって
I'm out here putting out 10% effort maximum.
何の話です少女たちの悪巧み
It's happening.
Now, Utena rarely, if ever, shows interest in any guys, but
恋もできませんわよ。
He's wearing her down.
女の子ら言ってるんです。男子の制服なんて着ていても。
でも結構みんなに評
Yeah,
there's
everyone is into how she
there's
dresses.
nothing cool about listening to that rap music you kids like.
教頭先
守らなきゃいかんよ君
I don't think we've seen this guy before.
入ってなきゃ
Oh boy.
Is that not the same principle that we've dealt with a couple times?
Have we dealt with the principal before? We've dealt with this other woman for sure.
Yeah.
I don't remember another guy though. There was one teacher that was a guy, but
今夜の中等部教員の懇親会には僕も
ぜひ一度理事長とは思っておりましたの。
ああそれで
I don't think that's what he said he wanted to do. But
メンバーの件なんですが
ああ
Amsterdam, so the real place there.
知れませんね
いやそうですもうよろしく
That is, of course,
心に
Nerve Headquarters Zero.
それから
理事長、あのルックス。
あまり規則を盾に生徒たちを縛りすぎないように生徒の実践を
His fashion sense. Incredible. I just love that rat tail.
No, it's the 90s ponytail. We've been over it.
僕に用事って何ですか
A slight distinction.
なものないよ
Okay, I guess it's
君の
pretty
そ
close
の
to
凛
that,
々し
so.
い
It doesn't have the volume of like a real ponytail. Like he's not the Green
It's a
Ranger
little,
out
yeah,
here.
it's a little in between, I would say, I guess.
気高さを感じ
Kind of hard-hitting analysis people come to us for.
Absolutely.
だって君
I
は
didn't hear what he
妹を
just said. I was riffing.
I think it was more about like what he just said to the teachers about like the rules and following them. And I'll edit that out on the if I'm wrong.
には
So his plan is just like working.
It would
この
seem.
車って最近
人気のモデルだからね君がない
So is she gonna go in the car now?
うてない
やー篠原
できれば篠原さんなんだこっそりツーショットなんてもしかしてこれからデートそんなわけないだねえ秋代さんだったら
Is he just trying to get her in the car?
I think so. He's itching to get a ghost ride the thing with his shirt open. That's his
Uh-huh.
毎日遊びに
2時間くらいでよければお付き合いします
Although he doesn't usually take it out during the day.
の
His plan.
だってでいってらっしゃいバイ
He was definitely trying to get Utena into the car.
Yeah, I think he's pivoting here since Shukawa came through. It'll be like he'll make her more jealous or whatever, I guess.
But his plan this whole time has been to get all the other contenders in the car to challenge her, and now he just wants to get her into the car.
Well,
Confused about that.
maybe he was just gonna take her for a drive, unlike what he was doing with other people. Because, like I said, it was during the day. He was usually going at night with the and having Toga with him and everything, you know.
考えすぎよ。
そうかな。
I'm sure Toga wasn't there.
てるなお主。
そんなわけないだろ。姫宮。
おはようございます。
わけない。さあ。王子様。
What's not true?
I think she's saying it's not true that I'm into him. She's trying to.
だけなのに。なんで僕は。なんでだ。こんなにドキドキしてるんだ。お。さ。
This is also not ethically above board.
No, you think?
大丈夫か？
ごめんごめん。
気をつけてくれよ。
Wait, could she dunk normally?
確かに。
Yes.
どうかしてましょう。
Oh no, she fucked up her ankle.
What are you saying? That'll mess her up, her duels up or something? Oh, here's the car.
Yeah, right?
秋代さん。
お兄さん
Yes,
は
it seems like the prince just comes in regardless and causes her to win usually. Okay, one candle is out. No, I'm not sure what that's implying.
The candles are her resolve not to give in to the temptation.
Yeah, that seems like a good bet, I guess, yeah.
And brother, the flame is flickering.
さあ乗ってちゃんと病院で見ても
I think you are probably right, but it is kind of interesting that normally it would be the other way, like the flame, like, yeah, the flame in my heart or
Right.
姫宮も乗ってけばいいじゃん。
デートは二人きりです
Also, she's not real.
そう君の友人に教えてやな安心
はい、
Oh
お兄様
no. That was creepy.
病院にまで付き添ってもらっちゃっ
もう家族同然じゃない
We haven't seen her in the 14 episodes, but
そうだ
Did she have a Black Rose episode?
yeah, she dueled.
Is that her?
Yeah, maybe the first one that was.
大丈夫です。そんなだ。
Don't be gross, man.
無理はしない方が
Too late.
いいおぶっていく
ってプレイボーイでしょ。
He's a real daddy long legs.
そう
理事長らしくないっていうか、ちょっといけない。僕の場合は、これは僕が昔それで。
行った方がいい
Not loving this.
And they're giving her the classic, like,
Still creepy.
anime villain flash glasses.
Yeah, I've compared them to Elijah Wood in the movie Sin City before. That's how he always looked.
Mm-hmm.
Right, these guys have been coming in late recently. I guess this is a more reasonable middle for them here.
That was Swan Lake, if you care.
I mean, people have been loving your music references.
それを履いてると死ぬまで踊り続けなきゃ
I refuse to believe that, but I'm not going to stop doing them.
ていても
No, there's a couple of comments
やってし
about
ま
it.
うことがある
Hell
Someone
yeah.
commented recently on one of the older ones.
私と同じこれはただ持ってるだけよ私は履いているえらやっちゃ持っているのよあんたの人生
It was a little blackfacey for me.
皆様、何？お腹空きます食ほとんど召し上がってなかった。
I'm sure Choo had her
バ
portion.
バのやつがさ、好きって気持ちはどうしようもないって言ってたけど、でも好きになっちゃいけない人って
Yes.
私にはよくは私もバカバ自分でもどうしようもない部分があると思います。
そういえば、
い
You,
ますよ
obviously.
私にも
It's Sayanji.
That'd be a twist.
So the car's going and no one's in it. Okay.
おやおや
No. Toga's riding shotgun as usual.
ちは
そういえば惚れてるんだったな。
でしたね。いや破れたことがじゃなく
Oh yeah, that doesn't come up for a while, but I guess Toga has been into
少女のいることなんですけど
Utena.
考え
I guess I
させられました
didn't
よ
read that he was actually into Utena, right? I
Well,
thought he was just
yeah,
like
doing
trying
his,
to seduce her,
his scheme.
but
I think he was just saying there that he really is now, though.
そうですね。理事長
gross.
もうあまり
We went over it already.
具合でも悪いんですか。どうしたんです。
どうしたの？
Oh, there she is.
かなえさん。
She wearing an eye
珍
patch?
しいねこんな時間。
でないと捕まらないでしょ。
そうか。
かなえさん。
おはよう、アンシーちゃん。
Nope.
あら、
ございます。
朝食は
てるの。
お母さん
Shows up next to.
が。お母さん珍しいですね。
少しあなたにお話がある。
どんなご用件ですか。つつがなく仕事はこなしていることですか。
最近あなたは娘をがこの学園を仕切れるのも娘と結婚約なんていつでも解消できる。
Don't threaten the devil.
さんにはお名前をつけようと思っているくらいです。ほら、これがかなえさんの好きな香りです。香水をつけ、そして二人きりの加減はいかがですか。
あんな男のことはどうでも。
His one move.
私の王子様。
So we need to talk about that
Oh, we will.
when this is over.
ちょっとわよ。秋代さんよね。美人で頭良さそうで。確かにこりゃちょっとかなわない。
が僕が好きなのは王子様だぞ。
Okay.
And a
I know
cliffhanger.
this isn't the main thing to talk about, but since we brought it up in the intro, am I wrong? Was it not revealed that obviously Utena doesn't realize it, but was it not revealed that Akio was the prince acting back then? No,
I don't think I don't think that was revealed because I'm not sure it's true.
Okay.
Plus, Utena forgets everything that people want her to forget, right?
Does she?
Especially Akio type people.
Well, yeah.
Which, like, she fought a duel against Kanai.
Well, I think she remembers. Kanai is the one who doesn't remember that, right?
Oh, I guess she was a little weird when she showed up at the tower. I just assumed that meant because she had a crush on Akio.
Yeah. Or has gone past it at this point. But yeah, I think it could be both. It's definitely what you're saying too, what you're thinking for sure, but it could be both. I mean, it's hard to tell because I don't think we get much indication whether Utena remembers the stuff or not. I mean, the other people definitely don't. At least the Black Rose ones didn't.
Yeah, I guess I'm operating under the assumption that if she did remember, we would get some kind of indication, either from her internal monologue or the way she talks to people.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, that's traditionally would make sense, but so the show doesn't always go the traditional route. All right, so this was a big Akio episode, obviously. The star of the show here. He was outdoing himself this time, we gotta say. I mean, like we've been seeing, he is the devil, or he said it himself, essentially. But how literal is that? I guess. Seems fairly literal.
Yeah.
He has the power of seduction to pretty much everyone.
Right. He's just impossible to resist.
Yeah, his fiance's mom came over to get a piece of the action. You said you want to talk about that more there?
Oh, yeah. So, ever since that Black Rose episode where we had, like, the finger pointing and the, like, circling the, like, different symbols that we were supposed to keep our eyes on.
Yes.
I've had that in my head watching this, and, like, when his mom showed up, there was
when her mom showed up.
Or when his fiance's mom showed up, there was a shot of him, and there was, like, the red spinning rose that we sometimes get,
Sure.
and then there was a shot of her, and there was the white spinning rose that we sometimes get. In the modern parlance, it gave me big Nerv and Sela vibes, and then she literally said, your position here depends on your engagement to my daughter. It's like, that's what's happening, right? He's there doing his own thing, pretending that he's working for some shadowy organization. That's clearly what they were telling us, right?
So wait, so he's doing his own thing, pretending that he's working for an organization. You're saying?
Right, like he's done what he needed to get the job.
Yeah.
And now while he's pretending to be doing what the Illuminati wanted to do, he's trying to use their purgatory machine for whatever he wants out of it, right?
Okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying. But you think the mom is involved
Is
with
that
it?
what's happening? Well, she literally said, like, your position as the, like, chairman of the school or whatever literally depends on, like, being engaged to my daughter, and I can take that away at any time.
But is that could just mean the school, like, what, on face value, right, I guess? Or you think that the school is this Illuminati-esque, that's all tied in?
Just because of, like, how magical this fucking school seems to be, like, how shit just got, like, shit just appears and disappears when it matters narratively. I really don't think the school is a school. So that's where my head's at on all of that.
But is he, or is the prince, the real prince, are they the ones making it like that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, hopefully we'll get some more illumination on that. We'll only have, I think, 8 episodes left at this point, right?
8
9
or 9,
episodes,
yeah.
actually. Yeah, there's 39. That was 30. Where do we think Utena goes from here? Obviously, it was tough to see her, like, falling for him and whatever happened there.
Well, she's got to snap out of this. She has to eventually figure something out about what's really going on around here, right? Or begin to show some curiosity about it.
Yeah. A traditional narrative sense, you would think her and Anthony team up for real, and, like, take him down. But
we even got, like, shit was weird with Auntie in this episode, too.
Well, seems to be her, however she shows jealousy and more subtle, but it seems like that was what was going on. I think she was just standing there watching them, and she basically, I mean, she said there's someone she loves, which is clearly Utena. A lot of episodes when they're, like, lying in bed, she'll say something like, "Oh, never mind," or about to say something to Utena.
Yeah.
Is that
classic
about
anime shit?
That could be about the relationship. Also, it could be stuff about what she knows about her brother and everything like that. But at the same time, we don't seem to be getting any indication that she'll go against him in any way so far.
Right.
You still,
like, falling in love with her wasn't part of the bet, per se.
Yeah. But then again, also, you still think she's not real and a golem and whatnot, so... Would that...
I do still kind of think that.
Yeah, I don't know. Is there anything else you want to talk about from this one?
That's kind of the only thing that... Well, like, we've already kind of mentioned it. I just, like... Grossness aside, the, like, seduction plot here is, I just want to know why. Which I assume we'll get our answer next episode.
Yeah, there must be. I mean, he has some game. I guess if he is...
Oh, he's got a lot of game.
But with specific to Utena, I mean, if he is going against the prince, as it seemed to be in the, that one episode that they were together,
Yeah.
going head to head, kind of. The prince is basically working through Utena, so it would make sense that he wants to take her down. He's having people challenge her, as we mentioned, kind of in this one anyway, so I guess that would be the easiest explanation, but yeah, we still need to see more. And we will start seeing more next time with episode 31, which is called Her Tragedy. So it'll be another fun, happy episode. Nanami is in the spoilery thumbnails here. Although this one doesn't, other than Nanami being in it, doesn't seem too spoilery. Is it Nanami's tragedy? We don't know. Or is she just in the thumbnail? But as we said in the intro, they always love putting Nanami episodes in, so I guess we shouldn't be surprised if that's what the focus is. But yeah, join us back for that one next Monday. Do comment, like we said. Love to see those. Subscribe, everything like that. Tell Eric you love his musical knowledge. And until then, we're gonna be up out of here. Peace.
じゃあね。